Well, hello there, and welcome back to another J&J Tabletop video. My name is Jake, and with me, as always, is Josh. A lot of folks are probably a little overwhelmed with all of the changes that are found in the 2024 Player's Handbook. They might need a chance to catch their breath, so we're here to help you get a second wind by talking about the changes to one of the most core and foundational features that belongs to the fighter. Josh, you love fighters. Tell us about the new changes to Second Wind.
I do love fighters. Second wind, right off the bat. You still get it at first level. It still does what you know and love, right? You're using a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level. Immediately at level 1, the difference that you have is you could use this feature twice instead of once. You'll be able to regain 1 on a short rest and all of them on a long rest. And eventually, you'll get 3, and then you'll max out at 4 uses of Second Wind. And even just at that, that's pretty cool. But that's not all, Jake. That's not all. Level 2, we have Tactical Mind, which expands what you can do with your Second Wind. You have a mind for tactics on and off the battlefield. When you fail an ability check, you can expend a use of your Second Wind to push yourself towards success. Rather than regaining hit points, you rolled 1d10 and add the number rolled to the ability check, potentially turning it into a success. If the check still fails, this use of Second Wind isn't expended. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. That's also not all, Jake. Level 5.
But wait, there's more?
yeah, exactly. But wait, there's more. Level 5, Tactical Shift. Whenever you activate your Second Wind with a bonus action, you can move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. That's a lot. That's a lot more than what it was. And obviously, you could use it a lot more often than in 2014. What do you think about all this, Jake?
Overall, I think that these changes are kind of fantastic. I mean, I think a lot of people felt a certain way about classes like the fighter and the barbarian, saying they had no like utility skills or like social skills and things like that. And I mean, the fantasy of playing a fighter, I don't think you imagine, talking your way through situations like you would if you're playing a bard or something like that. But this is a game, so you want to make sure people can still participate in scenes that might be important, even if it's not exactly what their class is designed to do. So from that standpoint, I'm totally on board. One critique I would have is I actually would prefer to give them a resource and call it something like resolve or determination, something like that. And then like Second Wind is something you could use it on. Tactical Mind is something you could use it on, and just do that. But I think that's kind of nitpicky, really. The thing that does give me a little bit of pause, because I think sometimes this is a good thing and sometimes it's not, but the use of Tactical Mind, where if the check fails, that you're not expending the use. So it's always going to succeed if you use it in this way, or at least when the resource eventually is expended. That I don't know. There's something there that's a little wonky to me.
Yeah, I completely agree. Your choice should matter. It should be significant when you decide to use a resource. And when you have all of these abilities and resources that it's like, oh, if it fails, doesn't matter. You didn't actually use it. Like, I think Counterspell is one of those to an extent. It should be a significant moment of, I imagine I'm a fighter. I'm having this conversation. I'm trying to persuade someone not to let us go, or whatever the reason is. But like, if this persuasion doesn't go well, we're about to battle. I'm not at max hit points. I'm not even close to it. I should use it to regain hit points. But what if I can convince them not to fight us at all? All right, I'm going to decide to use it. Failed, didn't work. Oh, no. Now I can't use the hit points, whatever. It stops it from being like a, what should I do? And just makes it like a, oh, why not do this? Because it's a win-win. If it works, then it worked. And if it didn't work, then I'll use it in combat, whatever. I don't know. I think that cheapens the experience. I think it makes your decisions not matter as much. And if we compare it to something like a Battle Master's precision attack, I know the obvious argument is that's adding to your attack instead of adding to your just an ability check or skill check. I understand. but it still takes your resource. It's still like, let me use this, and by using this to make sure I hit, I'm not using a menacing attack or a pushing attack or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It still counts for something, Jake.
I think it's safe to say, or at least what I'm hearing, is it's removing the wrong kind of stress from the game. There's a good kind of stress, right? Like you want to be like, oh, this is significant. And when I decide to do it, it's significant and it's cool.
I only have 4 shots from Gallarhorn, Jake.
Gotta make them all count.
It should matter.
Yes.
You know?
But we want to hear, number one, if you understood that reference, and number two, what you think about this change. Is this a theme that you're seeing in these rules? Do you like it for Second Wind? Do you not like it for Second Wind, or maybe anything else? And we'd also like to hear if there are other topics you'd like to hear us talk about and discuss. Let us know all those things in the comment section. We appreciate it so much that you decided to watch this video. So, yeah, I think maybe they should probably have a good day, Josh. You think that's... or night.
Have the day you have. No pressure.